of the TPP, all secretaries and assistant secretaries, last but not least, you the people of Tobago West.
You the people of Tobago West.
And East, sorry.
And East, sorry.
Also,
allow me to recognize
that will
my
go
partner
to the parliament alongside me, side by side to fight for Tobago's need. David Thomas.
David Thomas. I am Joel,
man of the people,
Samson,
standing before you,
son of the
not
soil,
with gimmicks,
man
not
of the
with
people,
gloss, but with
standing
purpose,
before you,
heart,
not with gimmicks,
and truth.
Not with gloss,
Let me
but
begin
with
by
purpose,
saying thank you
heart,
for your
and
overwhelming
truth.
support thus far.
Let me begin by saying
I want to
thank
say
you
that
for your
after
overwhelming
yesterday,
support
if
thus
I wasn't
far.
sure, I
If
sure
I
now.
want to say that after yesterday, if I wasn't sure, I'm sure now.
You see, I cannot sit back when my people need a voice.
You see,
it is clear
I cannot sit
that what
back
has obtained
when
in
my
the
people
past
need a voice.
has not worked for us.
It is clear
and so it is time
that what has
for the
obtained
reset.
in the past has not worked
You
for
see,
us.
after 10 years
And
on
so
the
it
job,
is time
we
for
have
the
reviewed their
reset.
performance. And we are
after
saying
10
it's
years on the
inevitable.
job, we have
Your
reviewed
time
their
is
performance. And we are saying it's inevitable.
5 more years for
Your
what?
time is up.
The
5 more
very
years
date of
for
this
what?
general election is a slap in the face of Tobago's
The very
economy
date of this
and
general
Tobago's
election
dignity.
is a slap
Let's
in the
start
face
there.
of Tobago's economy
While
and
guest
Tobago's
houses
dignity.
were preparing for
Let's
the Easter
start there.
influx, vendors
While
were
guest
stocking up,
houses were preparing for the
taxi
Easter
drivers
influx.
and every business on the
Vendors
island
were
were
stocking up.
counting on the boost in
Taxi
sales.
drivers and
This
every business
government
on the island
that decided
on the
that there
boost
was
in
no
sales.
other date on a
This government
365-year calendar
decided
to hold
that
an
there was
election.
no other date on a
Party before
365-year
people.
calendar
They
to hold an
simply
election.
do not care.
Party before
And
people.
those who were sent
They
to speak
simply
for
do
Tobago,
not care.
they sat silent.
And
No
those who
protest,
were sent to speak
no
for
resistance.
Tobago, they sat silent.
Tonight
no
I
protest,
speak plain
no resistance.
because I live close to the airport.
Tonight
Because
I
the
speak
time
plain
for sweet talk
because
done.
I live close to the airport.
We are living in a time
Because
when
the time for sweet
Tobagonians
talk
are being
done.
punished for daring
We
to
are
believe
living in
in
a time when
self-governance.
Tobagonians
Let's
are
run
being
it.
punished for
The
daring to
document
believe
we
in
submitted for
self-governance.
autonomy,
Let's
our
run
rightful request
The
for
document
power
we submitted
over
for
our own
autonomy,
affairs was
our
rejected
rightful
and
request
dismissed.
for power over
They
our
didn't
own
even want
affairs
to hear
was
Tobago's
rejected
voice.
and dismissed.
Airbridge,
They
Caribbean
didn't even want
Airlines,
to hear Tobago's
they
voice.
treat Tobago like a backyard.
Airbridge,
Show up when
Caribbean
they want,
Airlines,
leave when
they
they
treat
want,
Tobago like a
no
backyard.
commitment to our
Show up
tourism
when they
sector,
want,
our economy,
leave when they
or
want,
our dignity.
No commitment to our
The
tourism
licensing
sector,
office,
our economy,
weaponized.
or our dignity.
Again, they choose
The
to shut down the
licensing
island
office,
when our
weaponized.
event-driven economy
Again,
is at its
they
peak.
choose to shut down the island when
Tongue
our
and country
event-driven
services
economy is at its
removed
peak.
from the island. Tell me,
Tongue and
how are
country
we supposed to
services
build our lives
removed
when
from
they
the
take
island.
away the tools?
Tell me, how are we supposed
Registrar
to build
General
our lives
Services
when they take away the
Locked
tools?
out. Tobago staff
Registrar
blocked.
General Services
Treated like intruders
Locked out.
in their own land.
Tobago staff
We
blocked,
have to wait weeks,
treated like
months
intruders
to
in
bury
their
our
own
dead
land.
or register businesses.
We have to wait weeks,
How can we
months
go forward
to
with
bury
that?
our dead or register businesses.
Police force
How can we go
weaponized,
forward with that?
targeted attacks on THA
Police
members.
force
Meanwhile, we are
weaponized.
left unprotected.
Targeted attacks on THA members.
Airport
Meanwhile,
expansion.
we are left unprotected.
Land acquisition done with
Airport
disrespect.
expansion.
Residents
Land
move with no
acquisition
clear plan
done
for
with
their
disrespect.
future. It was this
Residents
chief
move with
secretary
no clear
that
plan
stepped
for their
in and
future.
said, "Not see, we
It was
can't
this
leave with
chief
people
secretary
so.
that
We heard your
stepped
cries
in
and
said,
saw your
"Not
plight."
see, we
It
can't
was
leave
this
with people so.
administration
We
that
heard your
agreed
cries
to allowing
and
land
saw
at
your plight.
$15 per
It was
square
this
foot with a
administration
clause.
that agreed to allowing land at $15 per
In your
square
lease
foot with a
for
clause.
intergenerational ownership. That means
your lease
your children
for
can own that
intergenerational
property
ownership.
and so can their
That
children.
means your children
Look
can
them in the
own that
audience.
property and so
Ask
can their
them
children.
with $100 down payment
them in the
and our
audience.
lawyers' pen.
Ask
They
them
now have their
with
own
$100
property.
down payment
While your
and
MP
our
was
lawyers'
busy
pen,
fighting
they
Mr.
now
Lovell
have
in
their
court.
own property.
We were making
While
sure
your MP
that
was
the
busy
people they put
fighting
out
Mr. Lovell
had a
in
roof
court.
over their head.
We were making sure that the people they put out had a roof over their head.
If all that ain't enough, even getting a bank loan over a certain
If all that ain't enough, even getting a bank loan over a certain amount must be approved in Trinidad. Imagine that. Your money, your dreams,
and yet
waiting
they
on a
look
desk
you in the
in
eye
Port
and
of
say,
Spain.
side by
And yet
side
they
we
look you
stand.
in the eye and say,
That's not
side
unity.
by side we
That's
stand.
manipulation.
That's not unity.
Our
manipulation.
Taxes collected in Tobago,
our
shipped to Trinidad,
collected
and
in
sent
Tobago,
back to us,
shipped to Trinidad, and sent back to us like scraps. In the national budget, we received the bare minimum, a direct choice to stifle our development and dim our destiny.
Young people, I hope you are listening.
Young people, I hope you are listening. This is your
time.
time.
Voters, undecided hearts, I am talking
undecided
to you.
hearts, I am talking to you.
Do you want
Ask
to inherit
yourself,
the same fight?
Do you
10
want to
years
inherit
from
the
now?
same fight 10
Or
years
do you
from
want
now?
to start changing it
Or
today?
do you want to start changing it today?
They've had a decade. 10 long years.
Decade.
What do they
10
have
long
to show
years.
for it in Tobago?
What do they have to show for it
Nothing
in
but
Tobago?
disrespect, nothing but denial.
Disrespect, nothing
They
but
try
denial.
to call me Momo Nutsi.
They try to call me
Thinking my
Mumu
kindness
Natsi.
is weakness.
Thinking my kindness
Well, let me
is
tell them
weakness.
today.
Well,
Don't
let me
mistake
tell them
humility
today.
for silence.
Don't mistake humility for silence.
Don't mistake service for
Don't
softness.
mistake service for softness.
I came to serve, not to stunt.
I came to serve, not to stunt.
I am not a PR machine.
I
don't need a stage or a script. I
don't
need
need
your
a stage
trust,
or a script.
and Tobago
I
needs
need
power.
your trust, and Tobago needs its power.
We are being told what we can
We
dream
are being
of
told
instead
what we can
of
dream
deciding
of
what we can
instead
do.
of deciding
In
what we can do.
2025,
In
in the age of
2025, in the age of
high-speed
AI,
data and smart technology,
high-speed data
why
and
is
smart
Tobago's
technology.
development still
Why
on our
is
wish
Tobago's
list?
development still on our wish list?
Why must we be still waiting for a
Why must
minister
we
of
still
finance
waiting
to
for a
decide
minister
our
of
future?
finance?
Outside the box they put us in.
Think outside the
Or
box
should I
they
say
put us in.
barrel?
Or should I say
Anyway.
barrel?
Step out of the
Anyway.
shade.
Step out of the shade.
Anyway, step out of the shade.
Anyway,
Step into
out
your
of
own
the
light.
shade.
Let's
Step
stop
into your own
asking.
light.
Let's start
Let's
deciding.
stop asking. Let's
There's
start
only
deciding.
one way to demand the
There's
change
only
we
one way
deserve.
to demand the
Over the
change
next
we
3
deserve.
weeks, take
Over
a
the
moment
next 3
to
weeks,
really look around at
take
your
a
community.
moment to really look
Your
around
home,
at your community.
your daily life.
Your home,
Ask
your
yourself,
daily life.
what could be
Ask
better?
yourself,
What
what
areas
could
have
be
been
better?
neglected?
what
What
areas
needs
have
to
been
change?
neglected?
These
What
are the
needs to
questions
change?
that matter.
These are the questions
With the
that
Tobago
matter.
People's Party,
With the
our
Tobago
position is
People's
clear.
Party,
It
our
is time
position
to
is
put
clear.
Tobago first.
It is time to put Tobago first.
It is time to put Tobago
It
people
is time
first.
to put Tobago
First,
people
we are
first.
putting you first.
First, we are putting
When
you
you send me
first.
down to Parliament to
When you
speak
send
on
me
your
down to
behalf,
Parliament
it will
to
be
speak on your
Tobago
behalf,
first.
it will be Tobago
That is TPP's
first.
position.
That is TPP's
So when they knock
position.
on your door, tell them
So
your
when they
finger
knock on your
tired
door,
for them.
tell them your finger tired for them. In 2025, we using finger efficiency. We put in the X by the anchor because we voting to put Tobago first. This election, vote for dignity, vote for development, vote for Tobago, vote for the Tobago's People Party. In the East, we are voting for Mr. David Tomo Thomas. In the West, we are voting for Joel Marcus Samson Nutsi, your servant, your soldier, your son. So come April the 28th, before the first cock crow, take your granny, take your mommy, take your nenen, go out to the polls, jam the X by the anchor, jam the X by the anchor, and vote for the Tobago People's Party. I thank you.
Entertainment one time, keep the spirit going, keep it lively. We want to welcome onto this stage at this point in time, anomaly, no stranger, anomaly, to bring us some more TPP blessings. Put your hands together and welcome Anomaly.
Tobago, we voting for the Yanka, cause the Yanka holes. Bang them! Chief Sec Fali, you're full of faith that make you the maidling. Tobago, TPP is a blessing. Fali the lesson for all our TPP is a blessing. We have God by we side, so we born ready. Tobago not turning back again. No, we're not turning back again. We're not stupid and we know who I pretend. Turning back again. No, we're not turning back again. Somebody go and tell the PM. TPP will set a trend. Our status is the evidence. Trinidad not turning back again. Tobago, we voting for the Yanka, cause the Yanka holes. Bang them! Chief Sec Fali, you're full of faith that make you the maidling. Tobago!
Check. Turn up the music. Turn up the music. TPP, how are you feeling?
God by we side, so we born.
Now we sing. We're not turning back again. No, we're not turning back again. We're not stupid and we know who I pretend. Turning back again. No, we're not turning back again.
Somebody go and tell the PM. TPP will
set a trend.
Our status is the
evidence.
Trinidad not
turning back again.
No. We're not stupid and we know
who I pretend.
Do it once and now get to do it again. We want betterment, so we
voting TPP.
How long we are asked for we own
autonomy.
They play with the trick, with the spin, with the fool. We every day them get up is
TP. I miss a one bag of jokers. TPP, let we keep focus.
To break us. Give patience some time.
And watch Chief Sec Fali change the environment. You do it once and I get to do it again.
Yes, no lies and
only pretend.
We suffer too long now.
Let me see how we have the flag like this. We have your flag. 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 Oh, they know this song. Who know it? Sing it out. It's a blessing. Fali the desert for all our way. TPP is a blessing.
We have God by we side, so we born ready.
Tobago not turning back again. No, we're not turning back again. We're not. Pull up.
Turning back again.
From top.
Voting for the Yanka, cause the
all you know in the mood. All you in a mood right now. If all you in a mood, some mood. Somebody said TPP. TPP is a blessing. Fali the desert. We have your flag. We have your flag. We have your flag. We have your flag. TPP.
Tobago
not turning back again. No, we're not turning back again. We're not stupid and we know who I pretend. Turning back again. No, we're not turning back again.
Somebody go and tell the PM.
We have.
Turning back again.
Turning back again. No, we know
who I pretend.
Once
and I get to
do it again.
We want better men,
so we vote in TPP.
How long we are asked for we
own autonomy. They play with the trick, with the fool, with the
fool. We every day them
get up is kiki. You know what? One bag of jokers. TPP, let we keep focus. We keep in focus, right? Now we wave we flag for one more time. Hey, we not do it again.
Yes, no lies and
yes, no it's only lies and pretend. We're not going back there again. We're not turning. TPP, so we're not turning. No time. Oh, we go. TPP is a blessing. Fali the desert for all our we. TPP is a blessing.
We have God by we side, so we born.
What we doing? We're not turning back again. No, we're not turning back again. We're not stupid and we know who I pretend. Turning back again. No, we're not turning back again.
Somebody go and tell the PM.
TPP will set a trend. No, we're not turning back again.
Trinidad
not turning back again. No.
We're not stupid and we know who I pretend.
Do it once and now get to do it again. Finally, we proud of you.
So much good in one term.
We're giving you another chance.
Look how you're standing for the people.
Jump. I miss a one bag of jokers. TPP, we keep focus.
So the anchor hold. Give patience some time. And watch
I feel like I'm the moon one by
environment.
We do it once, we now get
to do it again.
Yes, no lies and only pretend. I'm moonwalking. Yeah, what? Low. This is no turning dance. It's a blessing. Turn it up, Fali the desert for all our way. Let me see the last wave of the flag right now. Everybody!
Tobago not
turning back again. No, we're not turning back again. We're not stupid and we know who I pretend. Turning back again. No, we're not turning back again.
Somebody go and tell the PM.
TPP will set a trend. Love you. Who we voting for? Who we voting for? Somebody say, oh, bang them. You don't know it's proper thing on top of thing. They can't stop a thing. No time.
Them a fight, we stay silent and I work it out. TPP, work can I make it out? All are we, work can I make it out? Dr. Fate, the ballad where we fall, but a jar will have this all.
Are we success and mad them in
Zoe shall want them, follow the boy them bad mind, and them want we fi fall down long time. We had the vision, but some of them a play blind. Nothing good never come out of their mind. Them a try sabotage with a bag of lies, but Tobago people don't realize a lie.
Thank you. So I just want to remind you, we have on sales a lot of delicacies on this side, but we also have some excellent high quality TPP hats over by Tasha Legal, only $50, and we have our TPP cups. So make sure you get an item. We also have our women's arms who have created beautiful flags, and they're also selling. All of those monies come to your party to help us to achieve victory on election day. Remember the jerseys do not win elections. The hype don't win elections. We can have a good time. But we have to take more viable votes than any of our opponents to the polls on April the 28th. So your election machinery, I'm reminding you again, check it out, ensure that you get your training, ensure that on election day, everybody, able-bodied, 19-year-old, 18-year-old, 89-year-old, everybody is to go to the polls bright and early. Remember to learn your logo. Know what your TPP logo looks like. Put your X nicely in the middle of the section. Don't let it touch no line, so that every single Tobagonian vote counts. 60,000 plus. So we have arrived where the air is rare. We have a son of the soil, my past student in whom I am well pleased. He work hard, he good looking, good family man, strong member of the community. They try to beat him up, he win a little election fair and square. They try to jail him, they try to slander him, all kind of thing, but he's strong, growing stronger, and he's our choice. Welcome to the podium at this time, our political leader, our chief secretary, our political leader, the man who is going to take Tobago forward, Farley Chavez, Augustine.
We're coming 60,000 strong.
60,000 strong.
Tobago people.
Tobago People's Party, good night. We're looking nice in our blue tonight. You know, I drive past some meetings this week, and it had more jumbie than it had people. But tonight, as I came to Crown Point, and I drove all the way here from Charlottesville, we see that the TPP is alive and well. Good night, TPP family. Yes, let me start by telling you thank you for coming out this evening and endorsing our two candidates for Tobago East and West. In the East, we have Mr. David Joseph Thomas, otherwise known as Tomo. And we did not just pick Tomo. Tomo is the man that teaches all kind of people how to drive. Tomo is the man who used the fire service to help all kind of people. Use the limping fire service ambulance to carry all kind of sick people to the hospital. I remember one time during COVID, an elderly lady came into the village in Speyside. And if you remember Tomo, the family members, nobody wanted to touch the woman because everybody afraid of COVID. Poor Tomo and myself alone in the hot sun. Well, God blesses those who help people. So we did not get COVID because we were there doing a good deed. Let's set it up for David Joseph Thomas, our candidate for Tobago East. And of course, I am here to support the man from Yard. We're down in his turf right now. Joel Notsis Sampson. In fact, I want to tell you that sometime in 2020, I picked up the phone and called this young man. Never met this young man in my life before, but he was recommended to be a good candidate for the area. When I called him, he said, listen, I'm in Bloody Bay. I'm down in a hole trying to fix a pipe here. I will call you back later this evening. I thought he was ghosting me, but he did in fact call back. And then after he called back, he said, look, I have to go and talk to my sisters and my mommy, and we will pray about it and give you an answer. They prayed about it, and we thank God that Jesus Christ led him to the correct party, the Tobago People's Party. And so today, we honor him, and we are supporting him as our candidate, our next MP for Tobago West, Joel Marcus Sampson. Okay. Before I get going into the issues I slated to speak about tonight, there is one issue that popped up during the day today. In fact, my wife woke me up early this morning, and I said, but why is she waking me up so early? She woke me up because a friend called her to wake me up to listen to some crazy voice note somewhere. And as I started to play it, I said, not today, not my Sabbath. I just shoot my teeth and roll over on the next side. Because, you see, I came into the politics in 2016. And during that campaign for the 2017 THA elections, I know what it was to drive through Roxborough and see our faces plastered alongside that of Kamala Persad-Bissessar. We don't even know who put them there. Then when we get towards the election of January 2021, we had a meeting in James Park, a nice bully fair walk through Scarborough, and then a fiery meeting in James Park. The next day, the whole tongue plastered with posters, our faces and UNC faces. But now, the miscreants become a little bit more sophisticated. They have access to technology now. So I know they will piece words here, piece words there, and try to patch it together to form a narrative. But I want to warn you and to say this. For the rest of this campaign, I do not care to respond to the foolishness, because Tobago has serious issues. And because they are short on ideas, because they failed